Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome.
They'll have more than 2 minutes.
This is really exciting, and I'm excited to go first. I wrote a book called Listen to Our Heart. It's full of short poems about hearts. It has my face on it, which was a strange decision.
It's a Facebook.
And the epigraph is Tom Petty. You think you're going to take her away with your money and your cocaine. You keep thinking that her mind is going to change, but I know everything is okay. She's going to listen to her heart. It's going to tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but she don't need you. And I'll read you the beginning of the book, minus 4 pages that I don't like anymore. His heart was like a post office at noon. There was a lot of waiting around, a lot of grimy rubber bands, bad lighting, and a temperamental clerk. When she slept with him, it was like mailing a letter. Not emotional, nothing perishable, nothing fragile, flat rate. Her heart was like a bowling alley, and the balls echoed unbearably loud in her chest when it was a leave night. It was all she could do to lie in bed and say, "Hold me," and of course I did. My heart was a mandarin, then my heart was an orange peel. My heart is a jangle pop song. I mean this literally. His heart was like a bottle of sriracha. He poured it all over everything indiscriminately. His heart was like a disgruntled temp, addicted to Klonopin and in love with his ex. His heart was like a baby elephant taking its first steps on YouTube. His heart was a playdate. His heart was an ice pack. His heart had a headache. Her heart was like a girl asking for a really small piece of cake. My heart is like a stolen car. My heart is like an empty bar. My heart is a motorized wheelchair with about 1 million grocery bags stuck to it. His heart is a moose. Well, it's either a moose or a deer. Her heart was a wait for the train in a place where it never stops raining. A sad heart, like wet socks. A heart like going to the drugstore, not wanting anything in particular, feeling cold and alone, buying ponytail holders. His heart was like Marmite. Everyone thought it tasted awful, but he swore there were loads of people far away who loved it. No, you have to apologize for praising me. Her heart was like something embarrassing she tried to forget. Don't think about it, it's in the past. Her heart was just a heart, whatever. Heart-shaped, a heart-shaped heart. Her heart was like a kayak rental place. Every time I saw her, I shivered with the notion that we could float away from the city on a borrowed boat for only $20. Her heart is like a shelf of shitty books with nothing on it that she wants to read. Her heart is like a little piece of lint. His heart was proud. He wore it on his sleeve. His sleeve was green crushed velvet in his dream. He woke up in a t-shirt and alone. Her heart was full of coffee and the sun and funny stories from the night before. She bought flowers at the farmer's market stand. For no one, she arranged them in a vase. The universe would send companionship. Her kitchen was a pleasant place to wait. Her heart was up and listening to the birds while everybody else was still asleep. Her heart was like a deck of tarot cards. She had a little book with all the meanings. His heart was like a really good salad bar. You could taste the earthy mushrooms in his hugs. Her heart was like a horse scene from a car. Her heart was like a summer on a farm. His heart was like his dad's heart, scared of love, and full of baseball stats and Taco Bell. His heart was like a memory of Paris in someone's mind who's never been to Paris. And by that I mean perfect and pastel, with gray skies and nice pigeons and baguettes and fireworks above La Tour Eiffel. Her heart was like the Sky Mall catalog, full of ridiculous possibilities and realistic rocks to hide your keys. His heart was like an unfamiliar dog sniffing you because it smelled your dog. Her heart was eating a salad niçoise on Muni, and she didn't have a fork. It scooped up bits of tuna with its hands and tossed the olive pits under the seat. Her heart quit smoking, then decided not to. My heart is like a dive bar, dark inside, free popcorn, and a cat named Charlie Brown. My heart is like an email sent on Ambien that uses the phrase good vibes too many times. His heart was like a trip to Office Depot, a never-ending trip to Office Depot. She went there once and then she couldn't leave. She knows the features of each fax machine. His heart was like a giant dog named Devo. His heart refused to ever use the compost. His heart was like a house without a door, so she climbed in through the window of his heart and tripped over the couch like Dick Van Dyke. Her heart was a smartphone. Her heart was on silent. It was a nice silence. Her heart heard coyotes. There were no coyotes.
Ah!